placed fairly centrally, and several people had already leaned forward or across and exclaimed at the lines of text. "Why did you let him hurt me, Mummy?" And below, "I love you, Mummy. I want to come home." Adam highlighted the message with quick, almost automatic movements and deleted it. He saved the report Kate had been working on and then switched off her machine. Kate had not moved. She was deathly pale. He still held her just above the left elbow, and now he led her from the office. The mumble of questions exploded into an excited babble before the door closed behind them. Melanie was laughing at one of her terrible jokes, and Kate felt a warm rush of love for her. Kate slipped her arm around her shoulder and gave her daughter a fierce hug. Melanie shrieked with laughter, answering with a squeeze of her mother's waist. She looked up, and her silky brown hair fell away from her face. Her eyes were wide, sensing fear. They were in a wood by a stream. It was growing dark, and Kate was anxious that they should return home.
"Are we lost?"
Melanie asked, suddenly frightened. Kate smiled down into her daughter's eyes, trying to draw the fear from her, to take the burden for the two of them. Melanie's eyes, as green as her own, shone back at her, round, and showing too much of the whites. "No, love, we're not lost," she said calmly, but she didn't finish with the usual line, "I just don't know where we are." Melanie, aware of the omission, huddled closer to her mother. The woods became darker, more tangled and wild. Brambles scratched their legs and snatched at their clothing.
"Mum!"
Kate gripped her daughter's hand tightly. "It's all right. We'll be all right if we stay together. We just have to stay together. Stay with me, Mel. Don't let go of my hand."
"Melanie!"
Kate was alone now, standing in a clearing, standing in the darkness. Her voice, shrill and panicky, seemed to stop, carrying no further than the edge of the trees that encircled the rough patch of grass and bracken where she stood. She could hear running water. Not the stream they had walked by earlier, but a river, babbling and grumbling over rocks. It was dark, so dark, and she could not find Melanie. She screamed again, "Melanie!" and ran towards the sound of the river. A gun boomed. It seemed to be above her head, dull, damped by the strangely heavy air of this place.
"Melanie!"
Kate woke with tears streaming down her face. It was dark, so dark. She blinked in the darkness around her. The dull pounding began again. Her neighbor, Mrs. Wilson, was banging to complain of the noise. She was in Melanie's room, holding her daughter's favorite teddy bear in her arms. Melanie had told her she'd thrown it away when she started at the big school, and Kate had protested that you were never too old for your teddy. Melanie, aloof and disdainful, had said, "Well, I am. That's kids' stuff." Kate had found it stuffed in the bottom drawer of Melanie's dresser during one of her restless all-night prowlings in the early days. She could just make out the luminous dial of the Mickey Mouse clock on the dresser. Melanie had insisted on placing it on the windowsill, facing the sunlight, every morning. To pump up its energy pack, she'd said. Kate kept the curtains closed now, and the glow of Mickey's gloved hands and the markers on the dial were dimmed. 10:30. Gradually, the sobbing became less painful, the tears abated, and she regained control. The numbness she had felt all afternoon and evening had gone, but she felt a terrible yearning for Melanie. She'd thought that the aching emptiness she suffered in the first few weeks could never be so debilitating again, But she felt it now.